I have someone very talented, insanely beautiful in the studio with me. We're about to have an interesting conversation. If you're a gamer, you've heard her when you're playing for sure. Or at least you've picked the song for sure. If you watch Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, you've heard her too. Her name is Sampa The Great, and she's in the studio with me right now, and the crowd goes wild. This is your cue.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi, how are
Oh my
you?
gosh, what an introduction.
You should put me on your team, man.
Exactly.
Hype woman intro.
These are the intros we want to walk out like this. Thank you
How
so
are
much.
you? You're welcome to Lagos.
Thank you so much.
Is this your first time?
First time Lagos, first time Nigeria.
Woo!
First day now actually experiencing Nigeria. And it's just like, oh, tea.
Left or right?
Peace.
You've done
And I
media
love it.
rounds, plenty.
Listen, I want to be infused in everything.
Uh-huh.
I get to learn something different,
Uh-huh.
see another culture, and just share music with other people across the continent. So I'm excited.
We're excited to have you here on the Cool Station. You're primarily here for Lagos Fashion Week, right?
Yes.
How's that been for you?
We're going to our first, I think, show tonight.
Okay.
Frush, I think, is the show we're going
Yes,
tonight.
yes.
And then we'll continue onwards for the next 4 days. But I also did a jam session with Lady Donnelly just before I got here, and a beautiful band, Panic Lagos.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I gotta step it up, because this is amazing. And just, seeing another African musician doing alternative music is very exciting for me. So yeah, that's my first experience, day one
Yes.
of Lagos.
Do you know who you're going to be wearing yet tonight?
Ooh, I think I'll actually be wearing a jacket by Frush.
Fruch.
Yeah. I think I'll actually be wearing one. So, we'll see what we can pull up. We'll always have to be exaggerated with it. Always have to give you a bit of a
Extra.
show.
Once you walk in, it's like, oh, she's an artist.
Exactly. They have to know. So,
You look nice today, though.
Oh,
You
oh,
do.
thank
You
you,
do.
thank
You do.
you.
Welcome to Lagos. Shout out to Lady Donnelly and her band for showing you Nigerian music in its full essence as well. So we're going to enter into like a lot of conversation, but I saw that part of you coming here is part of your Return to Africa movement. What is that about?
I mean, obviously born in Zambia, raised in Botswana. I went to a uni in Australia. So for 5 years, I was there doing audio engineering, but also silently working on how I would confidently say that I'm an artist publicly. I always did music at home. I always sang, I always wrote, but I never did it as a career. And I think family-wise, it was always seen as a hobby. No one ever was like, yeah, do music as a career. It was just not seen as something like that. So when I was in Australia doing my uni, I released a project called The Great Mixtape. When that came out, it started blowing up. It went on radio. And I think it was the opportunity for me to step into my artistry. So, I understood that the industry is bigger there. So I stayed to learn, stayed to bring sort of what I've learned back home. And in 2019, I relocated back to Zambia. Even though under not the best conditions, the pandemic hit. I relocated back, worked with musicians from my home, and we created an album called As Above, So Below. And that was sort of my return back to being Sampa The Great in my home country. Yeah.
Did you feel a little lost when you got back?
I felt probably that life would be different if I had started as a Zambian musician in Zambia, obviously. I felt like I missed a lot of sort of the growth of the industry and information had I, been based there. So there was definitely this sense of not belonging at first. And just, trying to fit in. Anytime there's a community that has been built before you come in, you're obviously going in there being like, okay, how do you do the things you're doing over here? But just, being very grounded in the fact that I am a Zambian, my parents are Zambian, this is the blood that I come from, and also this is the music I grew up on. Even though I was raised in Botswana, my parents played Zambian music all the time. Ike Chishala was in the house all the time. So, growing with that knowledge and seeing what Zambian music is for me today is what helped me sort of find my place, quote unquote.
So how does that feel? Like, your music is heard by millions of gamers around the world. That is such a huge deal.
It's crazy. I still get shocked how far music can really travel. And yeah, just for it to be part of FC, there'll be people from around the world wondering where this music is from, who these people are. So it's a big opportunity. I'm really grateful for that one.
Are you a gamer yourself?
No, I used to be when I was younger, but the way the fingers were set up after you play for hours, I was like, okay, this is dangerous. Put this aside.
Yeah, but it's not even just that. You also have a track on Him Film. That's Jordan Peele and Marlon Wayans. Yes. And also your song Never Forget is part of the Black Panther Wakanda Forever soundtrack as well. So that's like 3 cinematic moments now, right?
We are trying.
Yeah, you're going is going, right? Do you approach writing differently when you know that your song is going to live in like a visual world as opposed to like a streaming playlist?
I guess with the Him soundtrack in particular, we were told what the story is about. And, it was like, look, here is a mentor who's meeting this young mentee and sort of guiding him on what he's willing to do to be famous. Like, what are you willing to change about yourself to reach where you need to reach? And getting the story first now, helps me determine how I'll write. So it's definitely different. When I'm writing for myself, I'm writing about where I am in life, what I'm doing. I'm not getting any guidelines or bullet points from anyone. So it's definitely a different headspace. You're writing towards something in particular for the movies, but for yourself, you're just like free.
You're free.
Yeah, so it's 2 different things, and I'd love more experience, especially for soundtracks. I'm very into music for film, so yeah.
Do you ever get like, do they get involved in the writing process after they've given you like the the whole points, the guidelines? Whenever you submit, do they ever come back and say, oh, we need you to tweak this?
That is the difference. With my own music, I'd be like, yeah, okay, and keep it as I am, because I know how I want to express and sound. But you have to be more open and malleable with soundtrack stuff, because they are guiding how you express, and you're sort of, the client isn't. Basically. So that's, a thing that I've had to learn is when it goes over there, this isn't about you or your sound. It's mostly about expressing what the film needs.
The Can't Hold Us Down, that's the song we just played. Can't Hold Us. It features your sister, Mwanje. I need to stop saying your sister because she has her own name.
Her own name, and she'd agree with you on that. I'd still say my sister.
No, Mwanje. That's who we features, right? Is this your first collaboration together?
Oh, no. Me and Mwanje have been making music ever since we were kids. She's probably my first ear with anything I make, whether she's on the song or not. And when I'm songwriting and I don't feel like I can sing, I always ask Mwanje to do the vocals. So we've worked since probably 2015, and just personally as family even before that.
And you have your band as well.
I have my beautiful band in this whole album, as co-producers, and it's really beautiful. We tour around the world together. They're the only all-Zambian Zamrock band.
Ooh.
And I think, when we're touring and people are experiencing us, the reactions we were getting, we were like, we need to make this music. We need to let people hear the live band sound. And so the new project we were working on is myself and my band, and Can't Hold Us is a little snippet
of what is coming. Right? So even like soundscape wise, how would you say it would be different from As Above, So Below?
I think As Above, So Below was sort of just the introduction to Zamrock, but it was still very heavily hip-hop influenced. And as we know, hip-hop is mostly, Black American music, which is beautiful. Obviously, poetry has its roots here on the continent, but it's, it as Black American music with Sampa The Great, which you've just now gotten the new title of the album. It's self-titled. With this one, it was more so of establishing the Zamrock sound. One of my uncles, Uncle George, is a pioneer of the sound. And I only discovered that 2 years ago. So my whole life I've been journeying, trying to find my voice, not knowing that someone in my family, created this genre. So this year has been spent honing into that sound, but also making it sound like me. So New Zamrock is the sound you're about to hear.
From Sampa The Great.
me.
Yes, and we got the title of the album. That is exciting.
Another exclusive.
Another exclusive. I love it for us on the show. But Can't Hold Us, what inspired the song?
Yeah.
What does it mean to you right now?
So it's, the first song back after a sort of long stint, 3 years of no new music, but life is happening, And I think for artists, sometimes we get shy reintroducing ourselves back to the industry, especially after a lot of changes. And I think this was just an anthem song to myself, being like, no time can stop me. No time can hold me back from what I want to do. And musically, I want to make music. I want to share music with the rest of the world, and nothing can stop me from that. So
Yeah.
you can't hold us.
I love it for you. Woo, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the coming album as well. But then I also want to know, you have all of these like cool things that have happened to you. You received the presidential honor. Right,
Yes.
which is sort of a big. It is a big
kinda
deal.
huge.
It is
There were
huge.
protocols there.
And that's amazing for you. I'm sure you must be so proud. Your family must be so proud as well. But then I also want to know, now that you have that, right? Outside of the moments being exciting.
Yeah.
Is there like a weight of expectation? Like you now have to do things with a sense of responsibility?
I'd say before that, there was a weight. I'd also say my experience in Australia was probably where I received the most weight.
Okay.
I was in an industry that did not look like me, representing a sound that no one had heard before. And the weight was really huge because I was representing the whole of Zambia and, the black community in Australia. But in Zambia right now, I currently do not feel that weight. I know I'm doing something that's uniquely mine, something that I've grown in confidence to express, and now it's just about doing it and leaving a mark. So all that doubt, all that fear, that's past stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
For the song Can't Hold Us, even though it isn't out, you're doing a lot of things. You're talking about it on radio. It's already on the FC26 soundtrack.
Yeah.
You also, I think, teased it at DJ AG.
I did.
You did. Tell us about that. How was that for
so
you?
fun. I realized how much of a millennial I was as I was performing and seeing the comments. I was like, oh, this is cool. And remembering that I'm actually performing. But it was just beautiful to be able to share it on a platform like that. DJ AG, I think what he's doing is really cool, performing in the streets of London and giving the community a chance to perform and be a star. I think that's amazing. But to be able to share that live and get direct feedback was beautiful. So it was a great experience.
You know what's so interesting? I like the juxtaposition of how you kind of look. You look very calm and soft-spoken and reserved. You get that all the time, and then when you start to hear you rap, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, you're so chill. Then the raps come out like, so much to say.
Are you naturally, would you say that you're a reserved person, or are you energetic most of the time?
I think it's changed over time as I've grown. I'd say I started out very extroverted, maybe got a bit introverted as I grew up, and now I think I'm a mixture of both. So it depends where I am, who I'm around, or what I'm doing, but you either get the rah or you get the Depends. It depends.
When you make music, what do you like for your audience to take from it? Naturally with art, people take what they want anyway.
Yeah.
They'll hear it differently, they'll feel it differently.
Yeah.
But you as the creator, sometimes in your mind, you have how you feel like people should feel when they listen to your music. What is that for you?
I mean, I feel like I'm a bit of a storyteller. So if I want you to feel what I'm feeling during that time, whether it's pain, whether it's struggle, whether it's joy, I'd like you to feel that. But again, once I release the music, I release the music, and it's up to you to interpret what you think it is.
Do you have any writing processes or studio processes that you would say are like specific to you?
There's definitely a time where someone will show me a beat and I'll spend a good 1-2 minutes just mumbling what the music makes me feel. No words. So just I look like a crazy person. Just in there, just to get the feel of it. Then on top of that, I'll write the lyrics. So that has been a consistent, writing structure for me. Yeah.
Do you play any instruments?
I used to play the piano. Had a very strict teacher. Don't play the piano anymore.
No.
The teachers are important. The music teachers are important.
They are.
I'm more on the production side.
Yeah. Do you produce some of your own stuff?
Yes, I produce for this new album.
Ooh.
And I'm very excited for people to hear Sampa produced music. But also make it a thing for women to be producing. Like, that has to be bigger.
Does it get in the way, knowing how you want your music to sound, seeing that you know production and then working with a producer?
Oh my gosh, they get so annoyed because I'm
can
right
imagine.
there with them. Like, no, you want to do this, so I need to give and take. Collaboration is about getting from the other person and then giving a piece of yourself. So it's a give and take, but definitely annoying in the studio. And
okay.
I want it like this. I want it to sound like this. Yeah.
You have this Lusaka homecoming block party that's gonna happen.
I'm very excited about that.
Yes, tell us about that.
Oh my gosh! So there are a lot of cool, influential, alternative kids in Zambia. And I just feel like we don't have our own place to share what we love. The music we love, that's global, the fashion that we love. And so we're slowly building a community of people who share alternative stuff together. So whether it's alternative music that doesn't sound traditional Zambian music, or alternative fashion, we want to create a place and space where we can share that. So the block party is us launching that space. We're going to have kids from Lusaka, our capital city, come to the block party. I'm going to share some of the new songs on the album. And, we're going to highlight other kids who are upcoming and doing music as well. They're going to perform alongside me. So it'll be a big celebration of what we've done for Zambian music, but what's to come.
Yes, it's a great way to give back to your community as well.
Sure.
Well done on that. You've had a time with Lady Donley for the short time that you've been here. Who else are you looking forward to working with in the studio?
I mean, there's a producer named Yinka Bernie.
Yinka Bernie?
Exactly. I want to work with. He does Zamrock music as well, and just exchange our music ideas of what music is to us. So definitely want to work with him, but I'm only here for a short time.
You should come
So
back.
I will. They're suggestions for a dairy December.
Yes,
we'll see what
it gets really
happen.
dirty out here in December. You should experience it at least once.
Yes.
To know what it's like. All right. Well, thank you so much for stopping by and having a conversation with me. I hope that you have a fantastic time at the fashion show tonight.
Thank you.
And if since your music tends to be used by like soundtracks and stuff, right? So if you wanted to like curate a soundtrack for Lagos in the time that you've been here, which of your songs would you recommend that would go with the Lagos vibe?
I definitely think Final Form is what Lagos is giving to me so far.
Tell us
and
why.
I love it. And probably before I leave, Never Forget is what's going to stick. Yeah. It's giving me vibes. Thank you, Lagos.
Thank you, Lagos. The show continues. The Road Show with Kemi Smalls and Gucci. Shout out to Sampa The Great for stopping by, having a conversation with us. She'll be back for that in December. And hopefully when she does drop that album, self-titled, she'll be back as well to have an extended conversation.